Have you ever seen a 5.56 round with a green painted tip and wondered what it actually means? Some people say it's armor piercing. Others claim it can cut through walls, concrete, or even body armor like a knife through butter. But none of that is exactly true. Today, we're going to break down, in detail, the real meaning of the green tip, how it works, what it can actually do, and the biggest myths surrounding the legendary M855/SS109 round. Welcome to Military Power TV. Let's get started. The green tip didn't start as a super bullet or some secret NATO armor-piercing project. In reality, it's nothing more than a color code. The round is officially known as M855 in the US, SS109, designed by FN Herstal in the NATO standard. It first appeared in the late 1970s and entered service around 1980. But why paint the tip green? Simple. To visually distinguish it from the older M193.223 Remington ammunition the military had used since Vietnam. Troops needed a fast way to tell which ammo was which during training, transport, and combat. The green paint was the solution. There's no magic in the color, it's just identification. To understand the green tip, you must compare it with the older M193 round. M193.223 Remington, 55-grain lead core bullet, lightweight, very fast, tends to tumble and fragment when it hits soft tissue. Creates devastating wounds at close range. Ideal for home defense, less likely to overpenetrate walls. Requires a 1-to-12 twist rate barrel. This was the standard round for decades. Now, the upgrade, M855, 5.56 green tip, 62-grain bullet, lead core plus 7-grain steel penetrator tip, longer and more stable. Designed to penetrate harder targets at distance. Capable of punching through a steel M1 helmet at 731 meters. Requires a 1-to-7 twist rate for optimal stability. The key takeaway is this: M193 is designed to tumble. M855 is designed to stay stable. That single difference changes everything, from accuracy to wound behavior. Let's address the elephant in the room. Many shooters, especially new ones, believe the green tip is armor-piercing. But here's the truth. .855 is not classified as armor-piercing in the United States or any NATO country. Legally, a bullet is only armor-piercing if it has a hardened steel core, a tungsten core, or a brass or similar armored core. The M855 has none of those. Its steel insert is tiny, about 7 grains, less than 15% of the bullet's weight. That's nowhere near enough to qualify it as AP. So while the steel tip helps with penetration, it does not magically turn the M855 into a prohibited armor-piercing round. Now, let's talk about what the bullet actually does when it hits a target. The M193, because it's lighter and faster, tends to fragment violently when it strikes soft tissue, especially at high velocity. This creates a large wound channel and rapid incapacitation. The M855, on the other hand, is more stable. It often passes through the human body without tumbling, especially at closer ranges. This means smaller wound channels, less immediate trauma, and potentially slower incapacitation unless vital organs are struck. Ironically, in close-quarters combat, the older M193 may be more effective at stopping a human target than the newer M855. At longer distances, however, the M855 becomes far more reliable due to its better stability and energy retention. Every round has strengths and weaknesses. You've probably seen the signs at indoor ranges. No green tip ammo. Most people assume it's about safety, but that's not the real reason. The truth is, the tiny steel penetrator damages steel targets and bullet traps. Ranges don't ban it because it's dangerous. They ban it because it's expensive. The M855 simply wears down steel equipment faster, increasing maintenance costs. If you own an AR-15 or a rifle chambered in .223 or 5.56, listen closely. .223 rifles should not fire 5.56 NATO ammunition. Why? Because 5.56 operates at higher chamber pressures, and .223 chambers are not designed for it. However, 5.56 NATO rifles can safely fire both .223 and 5.56, but accuracy depends on your barrel's twist rate. 1 to 12, best for 55-grain bullets, M193. 1 to 7, best for 62-grain bullets, M855. 1 to 9, a general-purpose compromise. Using the wrong bullet for your twist rate leads to keyholing, instability, poor accuracy past 100 meters. So, always match your ammo to your barrel. Now, you understand the truth behind the 5.56 green tip. It's not armor piercing, it's not illegal, and it's not a super bullet. It's simply a NATO standard round designed for better long-range performance with a green tip for easy identification. If you enjoyed this deep dive into military ammunition, take a second to support the channel. Please hit like, subscribe to Military Power TV, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next video.